Good morning, Divine Walkers. I just want to say I done had 3, 4 dreams. I don't even know if they're dreams, but so many dreams back to back to back. I feel a lot of people want my energy, want my time, want my attention, maybe even money at this time. I'm also feeling some are genuine, but some are also intruding, like energy vampires trying to, I'm here, suck the life out of me, suck the gifts out of me. Could be very, very significant. I'm also getting spell work and just mental, like, entrapment. I'm also getting delusional. Like, some people are really, really delusional. Men and women is what I'm getting. I had a dream. Well, it felt so real. It felt so real. I just had 2 dreams that felt so real. One felt like I literally astro projected outside of my body while still being halfway asleep. And there's a person that, let me say this. How do I want to say this? I had a dream. It was somebody else waiting for me to come outside, pulling in and out of my driveway. Um, yeah, that was the first dream. And then I was woken up by a family member who we just died laughing, literally woke me up out my sleep at 12 o'clock at night. Like, I feel like I am still in a dream state. I can tell because of my voice. For one, my voice sounds very, very raspy. And also, I'm hearing therapeutic could be very significant. But I just want to say, I got a dream that someone told me that I help people through a lot of trauma. And she wanted to try to help. I don't know if she wanted to help me or not. I don't know if she wanted to siphon my gifts, take my gifts, but it was very, very real and vivid, and it just came out of nowhere. And it's funny because I haven't even watched this reader in a very, very long time. So for her to come to my dream is very crazy. I've only had 3 dreams about readers. And it was first when I first started doing tarot readings. I had a dream. And then it was so weird. So weird. And then for me to have another dream about another reader is really weird. And actually them putting their hands on me and doing something, that's even weirder. That's why I say somebody wants to lay hands on you. Somebody wants to touch you. Like, it's very, very weird. And then the energy is so freaking real. There's a light skinned man. I don't know if you're meeting this man on a dating app or if you're meeting this man, like, I'm seeing like a dorm, like a college room, like an office. Could be very, very significant. This man could also have a child, a baby girl. Could be very, very significant. I'm also getting like a frat house, a fraternity, or just like a gym or something like that, where both sex are allowed to be in the same building. It's not a separate building. It's like a co-ed building. Could be very, very significant. This man came on very, very strong. You had just met this man. He came on very, very strong. He wanted to sleep with you. He really wanted to sleep with you. I don't know if he raped you or not. You could also have a child. That could be very significant. Something was interrupted by a child. I'm also getting baby boy. Something about a baby boy. Your son could have stopped a child, or rape or anything, or just a situation going further than what it needs to be. Or older sibling could be very significant. I also get a man try to take a child. Could be very significant. I did watch that video. Oh my God, this has just been so freaking crazy. I just honestly, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I'm just trying to process everything because it was literally like I was having multiple dreams in one. Multiple dreams in one. And it's all back to back, back to back, back to back. It was like it was switching. I don't know if you're watching a TV show where students stays in dorms or something. It's just very weird because how this dream took place. Offices, rooms could be very significant. A particular room could be very significant. But going back to this dream about somebody wanting to lay hands on you and they wanted to inflict some type of trauma, they wanted to take you back to some type of trauma. I watched the movie Hamnet, but I didn't watch the whole of it, the whole movie. I didn't get to finish watching the whole movie. But it's basically like someone trying to see into your future, trying to see into your gifts. Like very intruding. Very, very, very intruding. And I'm also hearing I am guided, I'm aligned, and I am protected. I'm also getting discovery of witches where the bad witch tried to open her up to see what was inside of her, but she couldn't because there was a blockage. Someone's trying to remove your blockage, your protection field, so that they can see, so they can intrude. Yeah, you got an intruder alert, intruder alert. And that's funny because I was just watching a comedy video where he was talking about his daughter caught him and said there's a man trying to break into her home. Could be very significant. And that is so funny because I literally just, it's not even funny. It was a joke. He was a comedy telling his daughter. And he basically went into a joke, but it's literally, I literally just bought another camera, an outdoor camera. Could be very significant, okay? I'm also hearing The Hills Have Eyes. That scary movie could be very significant. It's like a 1 and a 2. But I really got this light-skinned man who tried to come on very, very strong the first time me. So it's like more like a first night stand. Like, I don't know. It's something about him sneaking up on you because in the dream, I had just met him. He had just introduced himself. And the next thing you know, I turned around. He was walking up behind me like a creep, like he's bending down, like an intruder trying to sneak, or some type of surveillance could be very significant. I screamed so loud in the dream. And it was so crazy because as I was in the bed, not my bed, but in the dream in my bed, in the room, it was like I was outside and there was someone in the blinds. Like someone got up and looked. But I was quiet. Everything was okay. So I didn't say anything. And the man, I don't know, he was aware or he was just around the vicinity. Then something about he came back with his friend. Like, I don't know, no offense to light-skinned dudes, but it was two light-skinned dudes. And then I don't know why oh my God. the more that I talk about it, the more the dream comes true. Then it got to talking about same sex and threesomes and like two men. Like, you like, because I asked him, like, have you had a threesome before? He was like, yeah. I'm like, what, two girls, two men? He's like, it's another man. And I was like, yeah. They say that's not a threesome, that's a train, but okay. But anyways, neither here nor there. Very openly bisexual is what I would say. They like men and women. Someone is very open, or something is being exposed about someone being open. But I had a wonderful day today with the family. Today we went skating. I got on a skating ring. It was a birthday party. Just really, really a great and beautiful day. And something told me, like, I could not sleep. After I got off the phone call with a particular family member, I could not go back to sleep. I could not go back to sleep. All because they found my cup. We had went to the casino a couple of months. I would say not even a couple of months, a couple of weeks back. It had to be like at least a month. It had to be at least about 4 weeks. And I put my cup somewhere and I couldn't find it when I got out the car. I was like, yo, that cup is in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. And after all this time, they sent me a picture and she called me, but I had my headphones on and they couldn't hear me. So I tell her to call me back. I looked at that damn picture. As soon as I sent the picture, I said, that's my motherfucking cup. I already knew it. That's my cup. It was so funny. It had the same amount, like a little corner of lemonade or Chardonnay, whatever, some wine, whatever it was. It was my cup, and I just knew it was my cup. We bust out laughing so fucking hard. She said they laughed so fucking hard. So, so I guess, but it's just the distractions, the intrusion that people are doing. No offense. Like, people can do readings on whoever and whatever they feel like it. But I feel like if they didn't give you the permission to do so, to read their energy, to dive into them, what makes you think it's okay for you to intrude into people's lives? What makes you think that is okay? I had a dream someone literally put their hands around my neck and put their finger underneath my nose for some reason. It wasn't to say, hey, I want to help you, this and this and this and that. I feel like, I don't know, someone wants to inflict some type of trauma onto you, some type of pain, and then they also want to intrude. So I keep getting the letter I could be very, very significant. So let's look up the spiritual meaning of I and the origin of the word, the letter I. I represents the divine, self, pure being, and the I am presence, the consciousness of existence beyond physical worlds. It symbolizes the connection between humanity and the divine, often associated with compassion, intuition, and the number 9, because it's the 9th letter in the alphabet, which represents the completion of cycles, humanitarianism, and inner wisdoms. The I am presence that signifies the immediate sense of being in the recognition of life before personal labels, divine connection, and some mystical transitions. I represents the Shekinah or the divine presence and immanence of God in creation. The Kabbalah. Is that Arabic? Kabbalah? And represents the Shekinah, or the divine presence and immanence of God in creation. Numerology 9, the letter I is linked to the number 9, embodying the qualities of compassion, empathy, and a strong desire to make a positive difference in the world. Spiritual purpose, it is often linked to humanitarianism, helping others and seeking the deeper meaning of life. Inner wisdom, the upright shape of the eye symbolizes tall and one's own truth, personal power, and integrity. In some interpretations, the eye symbolizes the individual standing as a conduit for light, bringing the human experience with the divine connection. My spirit guides and angels be on something. They be on to it. And I just gotta, listen, I just gotta listen. Inner insight, identity, intuition, illumination, introspection. It holds deep connection, deep spiritual significance, symbolizing individuality, personal understanding, and divine connection. As the simplest yet most powerful representation of the self, I embodies the journey from ego to enlightenment. Okay. So basically, this is again spirit letting me know that, I am. Well, I have a dual mission, a double mission. So if anybody wants to know, I have a double mission. So that's one, with self, and two, with you all, to help you all understand and get closer to the divine, the universe, God, whoever you believe in. But it's not from a place of ego. It's always a place of enlightenment. The things that I've shared, the things that I've gone through is because I experienced them through the experience of the divine. The divine has awoken me to not only come on here to share this message, but to also share the fact that these experiences that happen to me are real. They're not delusional. Because I started off saying someone is really delusional. They're intruding. They're trying to be invasive. And I kept getting the letter I. For one, I needed to look up the letter I. It could be very, very significant. Again, which I've just given that to you. I also represents the pillar of light, bringing earthly existence with the divine wisdom. It also echoes the sacred mantra, I am. So this is also to the app, I am. Affirming spiritual presence and self-realization. Understanding I unveils deeper truths about personal power, unity, and the infinite nature of existence. I represents the self, the consciousness, the awareness of being. In many spiritual teaching, it relates to the ego versus the higher self. And hermetic and mystical traditions, it can be interpreted as a visual representation of the pillar of light or the axis mundi, the world axis connecting heaven and earth. The shape of I is a straight line, which is often seen as a path of ascension, focus, and divine will. Kabbalah and Hebrew experience. In Hebrew, the closest letter to I is Yod, Y-O-D. The smaller yet most powerful letter representing the seed of all creation and divine spark. The letter I is sometimes interpreted as representing the concept of unity with multiplicity, or the idea that everything originates from a single source. Yod is also the first letter of Yahweh, the sacred name of God, symbolizing spiritual potential and infinite wisdom. Egyptian is built like the letter I for Egyptian was built like the Little Dipper. It was built like the Little Dipper. Ancient Greek is just up. It's just the I. It looks like a regular. Latin is the backwards J. Uh, Phoenician is the backwards F with the. It's a L, but it's shaped like a F. And Proto-Sinaitic looks like a Big Dipper without the ending piece on it. It says, "I am that I am." So I don't know if spirit guides and angels want me to know that I am that I am, or want you all to know that I am who I am. And you guys can, I don't know what it is that you're trying to do, but it will not be done by the name of the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. It also talks about self-awareness and divine connection and inner truth, okay? The number 9 could be very significant, okay? It also talks about third eye chakra. Eye is often connected to the upper chakras, the third eye and the crown, which deal with awareness, intuition, and connection to divine. It embodies individual consciousness merging with universal wisdom and representing the presence, a core spiritual contact of self-realization and divine identity. The third eye chakra enhances intuition, clarity, spiritual insight. It represents inner vision and higher understanding. The crown chakra, which is also violet or white, symbolizes cosmic consciousness and unity with the universe. The straight form of eye mirrors the channel between the self and the divine. I see clearly. I understand. I am connected to the divine. I see clearly. I understand. I am connected to the divine. I can also be represented by the musician. It represents self-mastery, manifestation, and willpower. The musician channels divine energy through their body, much like how I stands as a conduit between higher and lower realms. We also have the hermit, because I, or the number 1, could be very significant for the magician. And then we also have hermit, which is also the 9. Okay, so also looking at tarot cards, like alphabets could be very significant. Numbers in the alphabet or letters of the alphabet. It also represents introspection, soul searching. The seal of Solomon or a hexagram could be very significant, which also talks about a journey of self-awareness, spiritual growth, or mastering your inner power. I'm also getting Isaiah could be very significant. Isaac could be very significant. And these are all names in the Bible. Someone could be reading the Bible or going to Bible study, Bible school. Someone could be studying to be a pastor or a priest. So this is also talking about one, self-identity and personal awareness. The letter I often symbolizes the self, the ego, and personal identity. If the letter appears prominently, it could be a message about self-reflection, independence, or personal growth. A glowing or illuminated I might suggest a spiritual awakening or a need to focus on your own path. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are so just, I'm hearing lost in the hype, lost in the matrix. Worry about another person's walk of like their journey, their presence with the divine. And listen, you walk your walk, you talk your talk. Let me walk my walk and let me talk my talk. I'm here. This is a message. This is also a warning, okay? This is a message. This is a warning. Because I see so many people who, talk about the divine light, want to walk in our purpose, but they're using reverse psychology. They're using their negative, I'm calling them negative annotations, and they're trying to reverse it into positive and a lot in a lot of an analogy basically. And it's not great because we can see that nastiness all over it, if you are really in a higher light, in the highest purpose. Like, I didn't get on here bashing this woman for trying to for her face being the face that I seen. It could not have been her. It could have been someone else. Your dreams tell you, one, they can show you specific people. Two, or they can imitate specific people to give you what you need. So that's why they say you're necessarily not supposed to focus on the particular person unless you know this person has done you wrong or have done some type of good for you and things of that nature. So I'm really not mad at the person itself. I'm mad at the energy. I'm mad at the action. I'm not even mad because this is my spirit guides and my angels warning me and helping me. This is my guiding light, okay? Also, the stories could be very significant. Someone's grandparents or mom could watch the stories and they love guiding light, okay? My auntie and my mom, they love guiding light. Oh my God. But I have, again, a great support system. They are here to protect me. They are here to keep me safe because I wouldn't have made it this far without them. I wouldn't have came this far without them. I self-realization. This is my identity. I pay homage to the people who came before me. I pay homage to my angels and my ancestors because they have helped pave the way. If you don't know who you come from and what you come from, who your lineage is, how can you expect to know where you're going in the present, or to know who you are in the present and to know where you're going in the future? I also give back too. You have to give back. You have to pay it forward for great things to come into your life. Like, if you want to know the secrets, if you want to know the keys, I'm giving you guys the keys, okay? There's no secret success. There's no secret to spiritual awakening or spiritual enlightenment. It's literally the divine walk, walking with the divine, trusting in the divine, believing in the divine. Like, even though my mom and I have never met Chuck Norris, Chuck Norris became a part of our household, just like Family Matters became a part of our household, because family matters. Your family does matter, whether you want to believe it or not, whether they're there for you or not. Family really matters, because at the end of the day, if you ain't got your family, who do you really got besides, again, the people who have paved the way for you, your angels, your ancestors, and your guides? So, neither here nor there. I went on this dating app, y'all, and I think that's where all this crazy energy just came from. I'm telling you, I seen the message, and this guy, he wrote the most, what did I say? The most smooth, sweet, and seductive introduction that I have seen since I've been on this dating app. And I haven't been on this dating app for very much long, but I've attracted a lot of offers or matches is what you call them. And he is the first one to come very correct. When I say he came correct, he came like a gentleman. What did I say? I felt like Cardi B. I just felt it in my bones. I felt it in my bones. Okay, I felt it in my bones. It was good energy. It felt good. It felt really good, into the fact that he been sent me this message, and it is now Sunday, and I'm just now replying to it. Like, okay, like, yay. But I want you to be careful on these dating apps, you guys. Be very, very careful. Be very, very mindful. Be very, very aware, okay? Also, else do I want to say? Also, I was watching the Crazy movie. I didn't even finish watching that movie. Thank you, Spirit Guys, for the confirmation. One battle after another. It's going to be one battle after another. I shared a lot of content. I didn't even share content. I just shared my affirmations, like my motivational and inspiration messages. Drake, I remember when Drake first came out with his mixtape with Successful on there. Then he came out with Closer to My Dreams. Like, oh my God, I love Drake. I don't care what nobody else say. I love me some Drake. I also like Kendrick Lamar. Cause I gotta push these bitches up off me again. It's like, Spirit, push them up off me. Push them up off me, okay? Cause it's getting crazy, one battle after another. But I feel like as soon as I woke up, I said, and my voice started to sound like this, I said, yes, I need to do another channel message, another we in the early we morning channel message early in the morning. Because not only did I know I need to get up, I also got a call. I also got a call. At what time? At 6:56. So that breaks down to 6, 11, 17, 18, 9. Look, I don't even know what I counted, y'all, but I counted. But we talked about angel number 9. It could be very, very significant. But let's do this again. 6:56, that's 11 plus. It's 17, which breaks down to 8. Again, people trying to do work. Yes, work, but they don't know that angel number 8 is limitless. It talks about infinite, okay? Because once you do work, I mean, or spell work or magic, you're going to have to keep doing it. Especially if it's negative, it's not in the right light or something. So people could be doing spell work on you, and they have to constantly keep doing it, or they're constantly keep checking to see if it's working, it's not working, because the 8 for me stands for infinite, okay? It is infinite, okay? But it also stands for limitless, okay? Because it has to go back around. That's the law of attraction. What goes up must come down. So above, so below. What's inward will be reflected externally. It's no hiding it. Like, I don't get what y'all don't understand. It talks about, when the first thing that I said, it talks about purity, innocence. Like, spirit guides and angels, they don't play no games. Like, I don't know why y'all think y'all can play with the divine, hide with the divine, hide behind your likes, your subscribers, whatever it may be. The universe, God, your angels and ancestors, they do not play. They see all, they hear all, they know all. And if you're doing shady shit, just know you can do all the protection, all the black magic, all whatever the fuck you think you be doing. It's no escaping the universe. It's no escaping God. I'm just like the divine. It's no escaping them. What did it say when it first showed me? Self, pure being, and I am presence, the consciousness of existence beyond physical roles. It symbolizes the connection between humanity and the divine, often associated with compassion, intuition, and the number 8, okay? I mean the number 9, which represents the completion of cycles, humanitarianism, and inner wisdom. So you're on your job. I'm here. You're doing your job, okay? There's no light without darkness. There's a natural order. There's a natural law. There's no light without darkness. So just as strong that this darkness think they may be, you best to believe the light and the love is even much more stronger. The light and the love is even much more stronger. You want to see or pierce into me? Take a look at my spiritual channel. Look at my journey. I have not erased any videos since I started from day one. I have not changed. I've grown. I've evolved. I've transitioned. Yes, we all supposed to grow. We all are supposed to evolve. That's just again the natural order of things. Evolution. Technology is evolving. The way we interact, the way that we communicate is evolving. Our spiritual gifts, our intuition is evolving, it's changing, it's growing. But if you think you can come over here, Spirit say, if you think, again, I'm hearing not in my house, okay? And I'm also getting bad boys. Bad boys. He's like, the devil is not welcome here. The devil is not welcome in my house. I didn't face the devil and so many people and so many people so many times in my dreams that I call him by name. I call him by name. I see him. He introduces himself some way, somehow. He cannot shapeshift. He's going to always expose himself one way or the other. And we're going to always beat him down. Beat him 6 feet down. Now I'm getting Medea. You know, beat him 6 feet under, and I had to beat him 6 more feet, okay? I've been through some things. I experienced some things. Some things that I didn't even know I was experiencing. Some things I didn't even know I was facing. Shit, I could have been the devil in certain people's lives, which I know I have. I played my part. I played my part. I wasn't or am not perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. And we are as God made us and who we want to be, truly in heart and mind. Now I'm going back to mind, body, soul, and spirit. And I'm also hearing power, okay? The mind and the body is the power. It is the link, is what I'm hearing. I remember saying that someone was saying that there was no link to spirituality through religion. I remember someone also saying, like, who is spirit? Spirit comes from religion, the Holy Spirit. The divine, the universe, is a spirit, is a heavenly being. I am so thankful. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. I am so grateful. the everlasting. His love is everlasting. His love is unconditional. His love is highly favored and sought after, is what I'm hearing. And a lot of people feel like they don't have it because things are not going well or the way that they would like it to. But Spirit say, well, again, going back to the letter I, I'm also hearing Spirit say, I'm also hearing God or Spirit say that it's always about I. Someone never comes to the divine or the universe just to say thank you. So I'm going to give you a little tip, a little key. I always, when I talk to God or I talk to the universe, when I talk to my angels and my ancestors, I always start off with thank you. Thank you. Just a random thank you. Thank you for the fact that I still have life in my breath, in my body. I'm still able to breathe before I even come to you with my problems, with my asks, with my wants. I want to say thank you. Before I do anything, I say thank you. There's a reason why I'm here. We give grace or say grace. There's a reason why we say bless you, you know. I'm also here. May the Lord bless you and keep you, is what I'm hearing. May the divine bless you and keep you. But there's a lot of people, when I say a lot, I can feel it right now. There's a lot of people wanting my energy, wanting my presence. And the only person that I'm seeking, the only people that I want is the universe. I want the divine. I want God. I want my angels and my ancestors to visit me in a physical form. And spiritual. Because I'm getting the nudges, I'm getting the nuggets, but I need to see them. I'm here, I need to lay eyes on them. I know they're here. I can feel them. They connect with me in multiple ways, but I know I'm not going to always get what I want. But I do know that the Lord divine is always on time. It may not be when you want it to be, but it is he, they, she, we, the pronouns is always on time, okay? I'm also hearing God's light, God's work, his will. And you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. I also looked up the Bible verse, oh my God, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Philippians 4:13. Also, I have generations of twins in my family. And I feel like that is a strong connection. Because when I'm hearing three or more are gathered in his name, he is omnipresent or he is present. But there's a link. Oh my God. The stars have aligned through the connection of your family tree. Your family tree is like the constellation. It's like a connection. Because again, look up the way that twins are birthed or made. Identical twins are split from one egg, and fraternal twins are made of two eggs. I'm getting meiosis and meiosis. I don't know who's in biology. Who's studying biology right now? Yes, meiosis, and then I'm also getting symbiosis. Why am I getting symbiosis from venom? Yeah, someone's trying to spit some type of venom. I'm also, what did I get? I was listening to something and it said that message in the bottle. And also, I was a movie. No, it's not true, but it has some truth to it. But they used to give in certain tribes, I believe, in certain tribes around the world, because the snakes was so poisonous. They used to give their they used to give their babies basically little doses of venom so that when they get older and they happen to get bit by a venomous or poisonous snake, it wouldn't do so much harm. It wouldn't do much harm. Something about, okay, going back to the SSS could be very significant. I'm also getting snakes. And if we put those S's together, those two S's, they form 88. If you link those S's together, they can make 8. Something about DNA could be very significant too if we combine those S's together. But the S is just another letter or a number for 8. Now I'm getting Glorilla. My channel ancestor song that I heard this song a while ago. You know, we've been heard the song. It went viral. We know everybody and their mama was listening to this song. But I never paid attention to the opening until, again, it was around this time, wee hours in the morning. Very clear, open. I'm hearing your intuition. And your intuitive gifts is very, very strong or very, very potent in the morning when you first wake. I'm also getting just like that first piss when you take a pregnancy test. It's very, very potent before you do anything else. I'm hearing pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your dreams. When you first wake up, before you think about what is it that you need to do, sit with self. Do some self-reflecting. I also read that opposites attract. I didn't read that, but I'm thinking it's opposites attract. So, my favorite part of the day is sunrise. And someone said sunset so that you can reflect on how your day went. So your sunrise is basically your intuitive thoughts or process. And the sunset is how you reflect on your day. This is also to If you excuse me, I'm sorry. If my allergies is bothering me first thing in the morning, go through all the motions. If you're having trouble sleeping, you cannot fall asleep, you need to reflect. You need to focus that energy back onto self, whether that be meditation, whether that be journaling, or whether that be things that you need to do around your home, with your children, something, whatever it may be. But that is your time to sit and connect with your angels, your ancestors, your guides, and reflect on what it is that's bothering you, what it is that you need to do. Because I know when something is bothering me, it used to weigh on my conscience. This is how I know I had a gift spiritually too, because it wouldn't go away. It would not go away. I would either feel it. It depends on where I feel it at, or where it keeps coming up at. Like if I feel it in my stomach, or if it keeps just popping up out of nowhere. I'm knowing I'm not thinking about it. It's not sitting right with me. It's not sitting right with my spirit. It's not sitting right with my spirit guides, my angels, or my ancestors. And I need to correct it. I also hear that speaking up again, like saying its name or basically speaking about the action, dismantles it. It gives it no power. And honestly, I hate talking about the devil, but I know that you guys need to be aware, because I know that if the devil presented himself to me, why wouldn't he present himself to others? And it could just be spirit, guys. It could just be spirits of nasty energy. I'm also getting Shazam with the seven sin, greed, lust, gluttony is what it's called, enviness, jealousy. Also, I'm getting like a baptism could be very significant. I'm also seeing like a lineage, and then I'm also hearing blessed be, blessed be. And I'm also hearing, if you don't believe me, all you gotta do is believe. If you don't believe me, all you gotta do is believe. I'm getting oil. I don't know if it's holy oil or just some type of oil, could be very significant. I'm also getting static. Also, you know how when your TV used to, back in the day, the TV used to just cut out and it'd just be gray and it'd be like just static. I'm getting that. Someone's TV cut out or went out. No picture, no nothing. No service is what I'm hearing. Someone has no service could be very significant. And now I keep hearing one of my ancestors. Someone's trying to connect. Someone's trying to get through to you. I was just watching Hustle and Flow too, and at the end he said everybody got to have a dream, man. Everybody got to have a dream. Dream is very significant. Whether it's a dream that you're subconsciously having, or whether it's a dream that you're trying to work towards it. Everyone got to have a dream, man. I'm hearing, what's your dream? I'm also getting pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman. And you know how it first come on or how it ends? There's a guy in the background talking about, what's your dream? Welcome to Hollywood. Like, welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody gotta have a dream. I think that's what he said. I don't quite remember, but he did mention dream though. And then that's all. I won't miss, even though carved in stone, and I won't miss. I won't miss. Maybe I can fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. And I'll pretend that isn't sinking. And I tell myself I'm over you. 'Cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. Thank you, spirit guides and angels. I'm also here. It's gonna be a cold day in here if you're wishful on praying on somebody's downfall. Cause you know what they say. You dig in the grave for somebody else, you might as well dig too. Cause you gonna need one for you. hmm That's what they say. If you dig in a ditch for one person, you might as well dig one for yourself, baby. So what goes around comes around. What goes around comes back around, my baby. What goes around comes back around, my baby. I can't sing for shit, y'all, but I can sing, okay? Cause guess what? I'm the king of wishful thinking. Okay, that is crazy. I think that's all I have for now. You guys, those has been my channel messages from Dreamland, okay? And Dreamland and woke up a monster. They didn't woke up a monster. Sorry. But I again, and I'm gonna end it. I wanna say be blessed, y'all, or blessed be. And I appreciate you all. Angels, ancestors, guides. I appreciate you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Blessed be.